Good afternoon, and a happy Independence Day to all those in attendance here at the Rockefeller Oval in Yonkers, New York, for this afternoon's game between the Chicago Teetotalers and the New York Haberdashers. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineup of the visiting Chicago Teetotalers. Batting first, the third baseman, number 6, Eaton Mess. Batting second, the center fielder, number 30, Betta Thrusty. Batting third, the catcher, number 8, Drew Mess. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 4, Boob Haxons. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 23, Umpty Pool. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 14, Moopy Poundcake. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 22, Dim Barron. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 35, Cowie Bangit. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 57, Pip O'Cheerio. And let's give a good cheer for the home side. Caps off and hats off to the Dashers. It's the New York Haberdashers. Taking the field for this afternoon's game, the third baseman, number 6, Foulball Dunkins. The left fielder, number 11, Versi Moore. The shortstop, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. The second baseman, number 15, Pefty Wilcone. The first baseman, number 28, Moss Wirtz. The right fielder, number 40, Whitey Jagoff. The center fielder, number 34, Rabbit Bracken. The catcher, number 12, Doug Lumps. And taking the mound, the starting pitcher for the New York Haberdashers, number 36, Rasmus Auctions. And let's give a good cheer. It's hats off to the Dashers.
Hey, good afternoon and happy 4th of July to all those listening here at Radio WJZ, the baseball home of the New York Haberdashers. My name is Scooch Closer. I'm bringing you the play-by-play for this game number 27 of our 90-game Continental League season here in the year 1921. The New York Haberdashers currently sitting at 9-17 in the basement of the standings. But as always, a hope for a win for the home side here on Independence Day, and what better place to be than New York for this. Eaton Mess on a 5-pitch at-bat rounds it out to Moss Wirtz. First pitch for Betta Thrusty, and he's going to be on with the first hit of the game. Gets right out of the grasp of Rasmus Auctions. It's a slow-moving ground ball. Gets all the way back to Rabbit Bracken in center field. Here is Drew Mess, an acquisition from the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. Batting .263 this season. Does know how to hit some home runs. Played 14 games, hit 5 home runs in 14 games at the end of last season. He's going to be on with a single. That will move Thrusty to second. And with one away, here is Boob Haxons, the dangerous cleaning up batsman. 11 home runs, currently leads the league, and he's going to hit into a Fancy Dan to end the inning. Will that Fancy Dan? Double play brought to you by Fancy Dan for local products. Put more fop in your fop with Fancy Dan and their assortment of styling salves, hair treatments, gelatin-based creams, and of course the crimping powder. Be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Foulball Dunkins, lead-off batsman to industry. Well, just as I finish one live read, it's time for another. He hits it to industry. Foulball Dunkins, his first home run of the season. And the .333 batting third baseman gets the Dashers off to a 1-0 lead. Off of Pip O'Cheerio on the mound today. This is Versi Moore hitting And he's going to walk to first. That was a full count, batting .294 this season so far versus Seymour. And here comes Loud Juice Kendrick, an acquisition from the New Ohio Debonaires in the offseason. Batting .260. Playing shortstop, he's going to hit it right to bang it to Haxon's 2-pound kick. A Fancy Dan clears the bases. Double play by Kendrick. Up fourth in the lineup is Pefty Wilcone, a rookie who does not make good contact. Right to Cowie Bangett. Throw in time to Mopi Pound Cake. And it is the end of the first. Well, the home run from Foul Ball Duncan's brought to you by industry brand colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. If you want to have a night on the town where a young lady can say, "My goodness, what is that intoxicating smell?" and you can tell her, "My dear, that is the smell of industry." Found wherever smells are sold. Umpty Pool leads off the top of the second for the Teetotalers, who are 12-14. 6 games out of first place. That is going to be a strikeout looking for Umpty Pool. Rasmus Auctions, his first of the day, 22nd of the season. This is his 7th start. He's a 1-4 record, 9.42 is ERA. Definitely off pace of what he was doing last year. He was an outstanding pitcher for the Dashers last year, an 8-8, 4.84 ERA. He recently hit the 100 mark on strikeouts in his career. He's at 102, well, 103 at the moment. That is going to be Moopy Pound Cake popping it up to Rabbit Bracken in center field. Dim Barrett on the first pitch. Hits it right to Pefty Wilcone, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. Moss Wirtz leads off for the Dashers, the first baseman. The second season in New York after signing from the Charleston Crows of the Nursery League. He is a career average of 403. He's off the pace this year, 289. Bit of a sophomore slumpings. On the mound today is Pippo Cheerio, his second season in Chicago. He does get Wirtz to ground it out to Boob Haxons at shortstop. Put over Pound Cake in time. Here is Whiny Jagoff. 247 average for Jagoff. Ocheerio, a 1-3 record, 5.33 his ERA, making his 7th start. And he's going to get Jagoff to strike out looking. That is his 19th this season. Ocheerio has not made it too deep into games on a habit, on an average 4 to 5 innings of pitching for him. So the Chicago bullpen has had to work a bit extra for him. However, that is a ground out from Rabbit Bracken to Eaton Mess. Throws in time Pound Cake. It is a 1-2-3 inning. 2 hits, the only ones. Excuse me, the one hit, the only one on the scoreboard for the Dashers. That is going to head into the glove of Rabbit Bracken. Good chasing that down to get Cowie Bangett out on the first at-bat. Here is the pitcher, Pippo Cheerio. And Cowie Bangett down 8th in the order. Used to be the cleaning up batsman for the Teetotalers, having an off season so far. Both the Teetotalers and the Haberdashers underperforming from their usual expectations. Ocheerio will pop it up into foul territory. Doug Lumps, the catcher, makes the play. And second time around, top of the order, it is Eaton Mess. 340 his average this season, after a 367 average in 8 games playing for the Norfolk Quips, and a 316 average in 19 games with the Quips in 1920. So he is a rookie to watch, and someone the Teetotalers will really be mortgaging their future on, investing in as a future success. He's a leadoff batsman already, great third baseman. He's on with a single. Petter Thrusty gets his second hit of the game. That is misfielded in center field by Rabbit Bracken. It does move Mess to third, so Thrusty, his second hit of the game. And with a runner in scoring position for Drew Mess, he's going to hit it right to Kendrick. makes the play at first, strands the two runners, keeps the 0 on the board. And the Dashers escape, maintaining the lead of 1-0. Beautiful day here at the Rockefeller Oval here in Yonkers, New York. Good day to spend out grilling some meats, having a barbecue, perhaps, or just enjoying a good game of baseball, as so many here in the stands are. Good day to spend outside. That is going to be Doug Lumps popping it up to Moopy Pound Cake for out number 1. Rasmus Auctions, the pitcher, up for the first time today. It is 2-0 the count. It's going to be right to Eaton Mess. Throw is in time, the Pound Cake. 2 away. And, well, the one hit today is a home run that opened up the game for the Dashers. Foul ball Duncan's, his first home run of the season. Career home run number 13 for him. His third season in New York. Playing for the Haberdashers, has found his way back into the starting lineup. He's been sort of on the fringe, but they've liked him as a leadoff batsman. He does hit it right to Cowie Bangett for out number 3. I think the Haberdashers are willing to put some faith in foul ball Duncans, and his form has been quite good at the time. We head to the top of the 4th. Rasmus Auctions back on the mound. His pitch count very low. That was pitch number 35 to start off the top of the 4th. And Boob Haxons is on with his first hit of the game. A leadoff single. No outs. And here is Umpty Pool. One on one the count for Umpty Pool. He struck out in his first at-bat. His average is 274, again off the pace of his career average. And he hits it. Well, that's going to end up being a fielder's choice. The throw from Loud Juice Kendrick to Pefty Wilcone after recovering. Unable to get the double play, but 1 away. And the runner on first is Moopy Pound Cake. Pops it up into shallow left field. It looks like Loud Juice Kendrick calls off Versi Moore to make the catch. Keeps the runner at first. Is Umpty Pool. And Dim Barron, second season for him in Chicago. And he's going to lead off with he's going to start off with his first hit of the game. It is a single. It does move Umpty Pool. Good speed on him, looking lively. Making it to third base, so runners on the corner with 2 outs. And Cowie Bangett. Dim Barron only batting .250 this season, off his pace. The bats of the Teetotalers not coming where they should be, or where they believe to be. They had a lot of faith in this team. Oh, that is going to be misthrown. And Rabbit Bracken on the base was stolen, and on a stolen base, and on the throwing error, that does tie the game up. The error going against Doug Lumps, and we have a tied game with a runner on third. Big swing and a miss by Cowie Bangett. It does. It does change up the sides. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. We are now tied at 1. The run scored by Umpty Pool off of a well, goodness me, Versi Moore will take it to first base after being hit with the pitch. Good constitution gets him to take a jog, and cooler heads will prevail. And I say that, and Pippo Chirio immediately tries to pick him off at first. You know, it does sometimes occasionally get a bit hot-headed, especially when teams are frustrated with the performance. So we hope that cooler heads will prevail here in the Rockefeller Oval today on Independence Day, the celebration of this great country. 2-2 the count. Pippo Chirio facing Loud Juice Kendrick, hit into a double play in the first, his first at-bat today. Eaton Mess to bang it, and he does it again, another Fancy Dan double play. 2 away. Bit of a rectal scratch from Ochirio, and gets Pefty Wilcone, who's 0 for 1 today. The Fancy Dan double play that Loud Juice Kendrick just hit into, brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your coif with Fancy Dan. They have all the hair products to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Pretty Will Cone lines it out to Cowie Bangett to retire the side. We are through fourth. It is tied up at 1 run apiece. Rasmus Auctions faces Pippo Cheerio for the second time today. You're listening to Radio WJZ, the home of the New York Haberdashers. I'm Scooch Closer. We are live from the Rockefeller Oval here on the 4th of July, the year 1921. Continental League game number 27 of the season. And Eaton Mess grounds out for 2 outs. Big swing by Beto Thrusty, who's had 2 singles in his at-bats. He gets jammed, pops that one up. Looks like Rabbit Bracken is calling it up in the dead center of the outfield. Makes the catch, a 1-2-3 inning. And another 0 back on the board. We are tied at 1. Teetotalers not able to capitalize on the 6 hits they have gotten today. Only the 1 coming from an error, a throwing error. Bottom of the 5th, we are into the second half of this game. Moss Wirtz for the Haberdashers starts things off. A 289 average for Wirtz. He batted a 441 last season. His statistics in 1920, outstanding for the Dashers. A 441 average. He hit 16 home runs in 77 games. 119 hits in total. This is very much the sophomore slumping. He does, unfortunately, pop it up into foul territory. Well, whiny jag-off, it's a 2 Boob Haxons. That should be a 1-1 pitch. And an easy second out played by Haxons. 2-pound cake. Rabbit Bracken pops it up on the first pitch. Into foul territory, should be an easy play by Drew Mess. He makes the catch and retires the sides. We're through 5. The foul ball Duncan's home run. The only scoring done by the Haberdashers in the first inning. Neutralized by the 1 run scored by the Chicago Teetotalers off a throwing error. And a big swing and a miss strikeout. Drew Mess takes a seat. It's the 3rd strikeout today for Rasmus Auctions. Good pitching on both sides, to be fair. In a low-scoring game like this, the defense of the Haberdashers has helped back up Rasmus Auctions. Good confidence game for both of these pitchers. Could use it. The record's not showing the true abilities that we expect, especially with Rasmus Auctions, especially after such a great season he had last year for the Dashers. Could use just a good oomph, and that's going to be a line out to Loud Juice Kendrick at shortstop. 2 away, and for Auctions to get through, well, I was about to say to get through 6 innings would be outstanding. He's pitched 28 2/3 innings in his first 6 games, so that's 6 innings would be very good, and he does that by getting Umpty Pool to ground out to Hefty. Will Cone throw to Moss Wirtz is in time. Both pitchers performing above their station. Well, Doug Lumps will come out for Dip Hurls. The back-up catcher these days. And he grounds out to get things started. Auctions will stay in the game, it looks like. Didn't have much to talk about Dip Hurls. Didn't have time to talk about Dip Hurls, but I guess he is the other catcher on the New York Haberdashers, so he will, in fact, likely suit up to catch the rest of this game. So Rasmus Auctions popping it up for out number 2. And here is foul ball. Duncans pops it up high up into deep left center field. And it's caught by Better Thirsty. That brings us in to the top of the 7th. Still tied at 1. Moopy Pound Cake comes to the plate. And certainly enough, Dip Pearls suits up behind home plate. A 1-1 pitch. It's right to Pefty Wilcone. A ground ball. Throw to Mossworth is in time. That is one away. Here is Dim Barron. Teetotalers. Teetotalers in their bright red away uniforms with the grey pants. The New York Haberdashers, of course. They are home white with red pants, blue socks, and of course the red and navy blue caps. Jim Barron grounds it out right to Mossworth. He steps in the bag. 2 away. Now we bang it. Does not make good contact. Right towards. Oh, an error against Auctions, and it is an error recorded. So Cowie Bangit will reach on an error, and here is Pip Cheerio. Auctions would like to not think about that too much if they can make something of this and get that 3rd out. Not from the pitcher. Pippo Cheerio will single right through the middle. That is only Pippo Cheerio's 2nd hit of the season. Again, not that many opportunities. His 11th at bat. Well, back to the top of the order, it's Eaton Mess to face Rasmus Auctions, who's through 6 2/3 of an inning. That is going to just get between the infielders. Whitey Jagoff is there. It is now loaded the bases for the Teetotalers. Better Thrusty. Eaton Mess is his 2nd hit of the game. Thrusty is 2 for 3 today. With runners in scoring position, his average is up by 100. A 270 average with runners in scoring position. That is up to 367. It's a very dangerous batsman to get. Auctions would like to not walk home the go-ahead run. Gets him to jam it. Pops up into right field. Whitey Jagoff is under it. And they strand the 3 runners. A whooping cheer to the crowd here in the Rockefeller Oval as we have the 7.5 inning stretch. Rasmus Auctions gets out of a big jam. And it's the bottom of the 7th. Leading off was Versi Moore. He lines it right to Boob Haxons. Makes the throw. Gilligan Twiddle coming in for Loud Juice Kendrick. Pinch hitter. And an attempt to steal. And he is in. They tried to pick off. If I stand corrected, Versi Moore is at first. I suddenly was expecting. I don't know why I thought that was an out. The throw was just not in time. Well, that is going to score the go-ahead run, and that is Pefty Wilcone with an RBI single. Well, it is looking very up for the Dashers. They have taken the lead here. Pip O'Cheerio, 6 innings strong, still has a lot of gas in the tank, only 69 pitches. That's a very nice pitch for number 70. It's ball 2. That is RBI number 24 for Pefty Wilcone. Infield fly rule called on Moss Wirtz. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th, where the New York Haberdashers have taken the lead, and it looks like they will do it again. Whitey Jagoff, extra base hit, the first extra base hit of the game, except, well, I take it back, that was the home run. It clears out the bases, a 2-run double by Whitey Jagoff. And out comes Hippo Cheerio. In comes Booger Blue, forcing a rundown at third. So the fielder's choice. Took several of those. I apologize for you having to write a phone number into your score pads for all of those different throws. But it is now Dip Pearls and a stolen base. Dip Pearls, swing and a miss. And that will strand the runner. That being said, a very good inning for the Haberdashers. And coming into shortstop is Stokely Hathaway. Now Juice Kendrick was substituted out for Gilligan Twiddle. Rasmus Auctions now through 7 innings is a fantastic start for him. Full count for Drew Mess. 1 for 3 today. Make that 1 for 4. He does pop that one up into the air. It is caught by Rasmus Auctions in foul territory for 1 out here on the top of the 8th. And as far as the Haberdashers are concerned, it really should be thinking about, well, I was going to say 5 outs to go. Boob Haxton's having a very off day, 1 for 4 today, only a single to his name. Rounds it right out to Hathaway. And here is Umpty Poole, who's going to be on with his first hit of the game. So a 2-out single by Umpty Poole. He's batting .274 this season for the Teetotalers. And a little bit of life in their systems. Poopy Poundcake with 2 outs. Runner on first. Rasmus Auctions just threw pitch number 100, and it's a ball. Ball 1. 1 and 1. And he's going to get out of this inning. He pops up Whoopie Poundcake. And on pitch number 101, Pefty Wilcone makes the catch. And a rousing cheer from the Rockefeller Oval for Rasmus Auctions. As Booger Blue takes the mound yet again for the Teetotalers. And yes, coming in is Trevor Knockmore. Pinch hitter. A 148 average this season, a career average of 272. He's only had 27 at-bats this season, so he, oh my word, I believe he makes his way to first. Good for him. Outstanding. And foul ball. Duncans will single it up the middle to Better Thirsty. The runners are now on first and second. Versi Moore could really use a good stretch of play. His last at bat was a single. He's 1 for 3 today. He's 1 for 1 today. He was hit by a pitch and was walked. This is a very good day for him. He does pop it up into foul territory. That was Eaton Mess with the catch. And we head to Stokely Hathaway. Hathaway had 258 average, only 62 at-bats. Played 18 games this season. This is number 19 making an appearance. Full count for Hathaway. And that gets right past Eaton Mess. Hugs the third base line. It will bat in another run. The Dashers have taken a lead of 4 now. An RBI single. With runners on first and second. Hathaway, his 6th of the season. Hefty Wilcone has already batted in a run today. Looking for number 25, and he's trying to get it. A line drive to left field. It will hold the runner at third. Wilcone keeps the chain going. Second hit of the game. Another single. Bases loaded for Moss Wirtz. He's 0 for 3 today. 1 out. Be a good time to get your first hit of the game. Moss Wertz, 289 average, 261 with runners in scoring position this season, so not the best. To be honest, he does pop it up, and it is a second infield fly rule called for him. Boob Haxons makes the catch, 2 away, and this might be an opportunity squandered. To be fair, the Dashers do have a 4-run lead, so some cushioning for the final 3 outs. Jagoff does not make good contact. It pops up high into the air. It is caught by Umpty Pool. Jagoff does have 2 RBIs today. And coming in to get the save. Although it's a 4-run lead, so it is not a save situation. I stand corrected. But to finish off the game, here in the 9th inning, the top of the 9th, 3 outs away from a victory for the Dashers, is Ezemiah Denov, an 0-2 record, 5.89 ERA, has pitched 26 innings across 15 games, 14 strikeouts this season. And he starts off by walking Dim Barron. But does face the bottom of the order, so Cowie Bangett, and the pitcher spot is coming up next. I imagine it will not be Booger Blue. 2-0 count for Cowie Bangett. 0 for 3 today, did reach on an error in his last at-bat. 3-1 count. It was outside. And it'll be a second walk in a row thrown by Ezemiah Denov. Does make a habit of it, unfortunately. He does, that's actually his 21st walk of the season. Crispy Yellow, the pinch hitter, coming in. A 171 average this season, not that great. 35 at-bats, has found his way as a pinch hitter for the Teetotalers. His career average is 312, so he does, after 1 year in Philadelphia and last 2 seasons in Chicago, including this one, he has been more dangerous. That will be the 3rd straight walk. The bases are now loaded. The tying run is at the plate, and it's eaten mess. And Ezemiah Denov has now walked the first, all 3 batsmen so far here in the top of the 9th. A 1-1 count. It's hit hard. Does it have the distance? It looks like it's going to go to the warning track. Mercy Moore with the catch. It does sacrifice home Dim Barron. It is now 5-2. 21st RBI of the season for Ethan Mess. And gets better throws to Wilcone, to Hathaway. Up Fancy Dan to end the game. The Fancy Dan double play. Brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your coif with Fancy Dan. They have all the products to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. And the New York Haberdashers get the victory. It is a good day here on the 4th of July. The New York Haberdashers get the victory against the Chicago Teetotalers. The final score: the Chicago Teetotalers 2 runs from 9 hits. The New York Haberdashers 5 runs from 9 hits with 3 errors recorded. The box scores will be in your afternoon paper tomorrow when it is printed. But quite a bit of substitutions from the Haberdashers. But they hold on to a victory that they got. They took the lead in the 7th inning and held on to it. The win goes to Rasmus Auctions, going 8 strong innings. That does improve his record to 2-4. Pippo Cheerio drops to 1-4 with the loss. However, going 6 1/3 innings with 1 strikeout. Rasmus Auctions, great showing. And Ezemiah Denov coming in the 9th, walking 3, but ultimately getting the team over the finish line. Well, we thank our friends at the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, bringing you fresh hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. Anytime is a good time for a Honey Wheat cigarette. They're good to be enjoyed here at the ballpark, celebrating America and freedom and liberty, and your freedom and liberty to smoke wherever you would like. the sponsors of the finest dandies of the day for this and all games of the Continental League season for the year 1921. The third finest dandy of the day is Whiny Jagoff, going 1 for 4 with 2 runs batted in from that one double he hit. Foul Ball Duncans had the lead-off home run in the very first inning for the Dashers. He is your second finest dandy of the day, but the finest dandy of the day, getting a complimentary carton of honey wheat cigarettes, is the starting pitcher for the Dashers, Rasmus Auctions. A fantastic showing for the starting pitcher for the Dashers. A good showing, his best of the season, I would have to easily say, and hopefully something that the New York Haberdashers can build off of and improve upon. Going 8 innings strong, allowing 9 hits, striking out 3, but only allowing the 1 earned run to score. So the defense and the fielding of the Dashers backing up their starting pitcher. He is your finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, that will do it for us today. The season will continue, of course. These two teams will meet in a second game of the 2-game series tomorrow on the mound for both teams. For the Chicago Teetotalers will be Malort Jepson, who will face the rookie Svusta Tacha of the New York Haberdashers. That will be tomorrow's game, and that will be the last home game we have of the season. The Dashers head to the state of Maryland for a 2-game series against the Baltimore Washington Grasshoppers before a 4-day break in the series, where the teams will be able to make some nursery league signings and, of course, reassess their rosters. It'll be interesting to see what the New York Haberdashers do when they are presented with a new crop of hopefuls to join the Continental League. Who will they sign? It'll be very interesting to see. But that is it for our broadcast. We'll be back again on Radio WJZ, giving you home game coverage for the New York Haberdashers on the 13th of the month, where the in-state rivals, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, will come to the Rockefeller Oval. It will be a great game to witness. I cannot wait for that one. It'll be very exciting to see. That'll be the next time you'll hear my voice here on Radio WJZ. Until then, I bid you a good Independence Day. Enjoy the rest of your day, your holiday. And until next time, hats off to you, and hats off to the Dashers.